Portion of the show today on this August 15th. Wow, time is just flying by. Hopefully the warm weather holds on well into September, October, November. Oh, December wouldn't hurt my feelings at all either, actually. So my good news today, as it mostly does, is coming from www.goodnewsnetwork.org. Now, I can't speak enough about this website. I actually support it monetarily as well. You can go to it no matter what the day is. They post good news. It's during the week. It's a holiday. It's a weekend. They're always posting good news. Sometimes there's videos. Sometimes there's extra stuff. Fabulous site. And what you can do is you see this more and more with websites. When you look at it, there's the different sections, news, culture, uplifting, contribute, and donate. You think, what's contribute and donate? And so what they do is they have different options of how you can help them keep their site going and support them without breaking the bank, right? So I give them $2 a month. That's my contribution. And that's not me going to the cheapest drop box. That's a recommended donation. It doesn't hurt. Just comes off my PayPal once a month. So just food for thought. If you want to support something, especially something like this with good news, it's worth putting your couple bucks there. I am very choosy where I put my money because I believe it's my fourth power, the power of where my money goes, because so many people want it. So I choose to give $2 of it to them once a month, and I think that is a great investment. And for me, being that I share the good news, it works for both of us, because they get some advertising from me and I get some good content for my show. So they're happy, I'm happy, you're happy, a whole bunch of happy people going on here. So this is a great story, the first one. This proud mama lion may have been destined to bring her newborn cub into a war zone, but now, after traveling for over 375 miles, she and her child are safe. Dana is one of 5 lions who were rescued from a zoo in Aleppo earlier this week. For the last several days, the city has been a battlefield for the Syrian civil war, and the lions were considered lucky to be alive. Thanks to the animal charity and rescue organization 4 Paws, the animals were airlifted from Syria to the Al-Wawa for Nature and Wildlife Sanctuary in northern Jordan. Just hours after landing at her new home, Dana gave birth to her cub. Our team on site was very concerned about whether the lioness would accept the cub or kill it, as this is what lions sometimes do when they're under enormous stress, said the 4 Paws UK Facebook page. But luckily, that wasn't the case. She cleaned the cub and nursed it. This is a true sign that she feels safe there. That's awesome, eh? Since a previous ultrasound showed that Dana was destined to give birth to 2 cubs, wildlife specialists are eagerly awaiting the arrival of a second lion. The gender of the first is still unknown. Now, if you go to my Positive Power Facebook page, there is a video on it, and oh my goodness, ever cute. So if you like that sort of thing, definitely go there and check that out. Next story. I love how people come together. There's nothing more heartwarming than that. Keith Davison got so tired of his solitude following the death of his wife, he decided to do something about it, and things have been going swimmingly ever since. The 94-year-old retired judge had been married to his wife, Evie, for 66 years, until she passed away from cancer last year. After dealing with the grief and the silence of his house, he decided to build a pool in his backyard. But not for himself. He built it for the neighborhood kids to enjoy. The pool, which is measured at 32 feet long and 9 feet deep, has become a community fixture of fun since he opened it in July. It's him spreading joy throughout our neighborhood for these kids, a neighborhood mom told KARE 11 News. Isn't that awesome? And isn't he on the ball? What a brilliant thing to do, right? Bring the entertainment to yourself. Bring the company to yourself. And there's nothing more refreshing than putting youth and seniors together. There really is. Everybody wins. Speaking of everybody winning, This is a story about somebody who steps out and helps a depressed teen. Depression can manifest itself in a multitude of ways, and for the 16-year-old high schooler, it was demonstrated in how she could not even bring herself to brush her hair. So with her school photos due around the corner, the teen approached Kaylee Olson, a young hairdresser from Waterloo, Iowa, and asked if she could shave off all of her matted, tangled hair. She got to the point where she felt so down and so worthless, she couldn't even brush her hair. She told me she only got up to use the restroom, wrote Olson. When she walked in, she told us, "Just cut it all off. I can't deal with the pain of combing it out." She called herself worthless for it. It honestly broke my heart, and we tried everything we could to keep this child's hair for her. Olson spent 13 collective hours combing, cutting, and repairing the youth's hair. Then, by the end of the session, the teen had an incredibly glamorous head of shining locks. At the end of the day, I want this to be a lesson to people. Mental health is a thing. It affects people all around the world and of all ages. Parents, take it serious. Don't just push your kids off and tell them to get over something. They legitimately can't. A child should never feel so worthless to not even want to brush their hair. Her last words to me were, "I will actually smile for my school pictures today. You made me feel like me again." Isn't that awesome? I mean, I know it was 13 hours, but it's the little things that make all the difference. Wow, I totally believe in no coincidences. And so those two people were brought together for a reason. There's a reason why that's the hair salon that she walked into, because the right person was there waiting and willing to help her. So absolutely awesome. So speaking of awesome, before we wrap this up today, I like to always add in, we talk about our different superpowers. So there's the power of our thinking, the power of the food, the power of the medicine, and the power of our money. So every time when I do the good news, I like to share a food portion, because the better the food that you put in your body, the better you feel, the less sick you'll be, I could just go on about it forever. So today, 7 ways cherry juice benefits us all. Do you like cherry juice? Cherry juice is not only refreshingly delicious, but it provides some solid health benefits too. With about 120 calories per 1 cup serving, it's rich in nutrients like potassium and iron. There are many See, easy for me to say, right? There are many different varieties of cherry juice. Look for juices that use 100% cherry juice with no added sweeteners. If we've learned anything, we've learned sugar's bad. Sweeteners are bad, right? Cherry juice cocktails typically add sugar and preservatives. Read the words. The words are so important. When you're looking at juices, you need a juice, not a drink. You need a juice, not a cocktail, right? Look at the ingredients. Any words in there you can't say easily? That's probably not good for you. So, number 1, helps post-workout recovery. Cherry juice may help recovery post-exercise. Naturally high in potassium, which conducts electrical impulses throughout the body. Very good. Number 2, fights inflammation and arthritis pain. It's full of antioxidants, and that's what we need. Can reduce pain and inflammation from osteoarthritis. Fantastic. A 2012 study showed that drinking cherry juice twice a day for 21 days reduced the pain felt by people with osteoarthritis. Blood tests also showed that they experienced significantly less inflammation. Number 3, reduces swelling, which is along the same lines. Number 4, boosts immunity. Like all fruits and vegetables, cherries pack a powerful antioxidant and antiviral punch. Way better than the flu shot, in my humble opinion. Number 5, regulates metabolism and fights fat. There is some evidence in animals that tart cherries can help adjust your body's metabolism and your ability to lose abdominal body fat. One study showed that anthocyanins, a type of flavonoid responsible for cherry's red color, act against the development of obesity. Another study in rats found that tart cherries can reduce inflammation and abdominal fat and lower the risk of metabolic syndrome. Very good. Number 6, help you sleep. That's probably a result of all those other good things that are going on. Number 7, gotta like this, blocks cancer growth. In a 2003 study, researchers pitted cherry juice against the NSAID Sulindac, which is the most common preventative anti-inflammatory treatment for colon tumors. Although an animal study, it is notable that cherry juice, unlike the NSAID, reduced the growth in cancer cells. Even without its antioxidants and nutrients, cherry juice is deliciously tart and refreshing. Try replacing sodas and sport drinks with something that can really make a difference in your health. Isn't that what it's all about? Put down the crap, pick up some stuff that was made by nature. That's where it's all at. I just want you to live long and prosper. What do you want? Do you want quality of life or quantity of life? Because I would rather live not as long, but live healthy and, be able to do things. I want to spend time with my grandchildren. I want to make memories. And I hope you do too. So there you go. There's the good news for today. You can see it all posted on the Positive Power Facebook page. And you can hear me every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday evening on the Playfair Music audio stream.